Coming up, the Bengals take on the Lions. They're the only two teams without a playoff win this century, after Buffalo and Cleveland each won a playoff game in 2020. Cincy and Detroit square off next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they need all of them to play better in this one, too.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Throwing now is Brady. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady now on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Brady. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Shotgun now for Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 13 carries, 89 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Lindsay. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Again, it's Lindsay. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Now Rodgers. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but My only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Here's Brady. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. William Goldstone. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Albert Wilson. Oh, able to avoid him.
Come on, baby.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. From the 31, Rodgers, slant to Adams. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Rodgers' throw there taken in by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal at the 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. It's now third and goal. He'll try again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. That's caught over the middle by Fant. The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. To throw again on second down, Brady. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On 2nd and 10. Rodgers Smith with a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. John Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Wilson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st down, it's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Brady now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Brady. Going right back to Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Randy Gregory in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And His kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter, and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So that one will be accepted. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I think they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Brady. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Shifts by at the 15. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
Fighting him off. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Brady.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down, it's Lindsey. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Brady's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers out to the right to Humphries. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's it. That's it.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Brady.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Landry now on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. On play action. Now Rodgers. And it's 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get the...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, that changes things, obviously. They can elect to bring the kicking team out now and try it from the 20 if they want.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did exactly that. Going for 2 from the 7 versus kicking it from the 20, I like my odds better with my kicker.
And they'll still try and run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
That's you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now the second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Humphries. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cincinnati, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.